Hello and welcome to the latest podcast. Today we are going to explore and battle two of Europe's most recent dueling coasters. So let's start with some basic facts. YOY is a Rocky Mountain construction, that's RMC for short. RMC are well known for producing coasters like Untamed, Zadra and Wildcat's Revenge. Rocky Mountain Coasters are an American-based firm. Minifigure Speedway is a Zero coaster, yes that's Zero for short. Zero being a German company. Zero also made a coaster for Legoland Denmark, but more to the point, their family coasters can be found in every corner of the globe. So let's get to the point. Why are we comparing these two coasters? Well, to be fair, it's actually four, as each coaster has two potential tracks. But let's pop back to Holland. YOY. Firstly, I want to challenge it. Most dueling coasters have a somewhat reflective or mirrored track besides each other. YOY is different. Each track goes the same direction, but YOY has a chill and a thrill side. The chill side has no inversions, but the thrill side has 6. Well, it's a bit different, but let's get on with it. As you stand around the footprint of YOY, the fluorescent blue and green tracks are very striking. A single rail track for each coaster with a single seat for each rider. Yes, one seat per carriage. You can watch these trains cruising around the track. Clearly the trains are very smooth in transit. The view as the coasters race around the long circuit is mesmerizing from an external perspective. As long as you're looking up, there isn't much going on at ground level. This coaster isn't particularly high either. So you see a lot of the ground as you whiz around, whether that be upside down or not. Yep, that's right, the theme is nature based. Well, there isn't any nature. It's just generic landscaping. But overall, the layout and single track design does satisfy the eye from viewing points. If we jump into the queue line, what do we get? A tree? Yep, a tree. Followed by some generic wooden queue line that has no theming. Again, the track colours and profiling make up for this lack of theming. Sadly, we are getting to the point where we get on the train. First, I'm going to say ouch. Yes, ouch. Wow. There is a knee-high prism in the middle of the footwell. You have to put your legs from the knee downwards, bent outwards, towards the outside, whilst your hips are on the inside. Yes, indeed, this was the most uncomfortable seat I have been on from start to finish. RMC known for being the best coaster designer, but the worst seat I've seen in my 39 years of life. It gets worse, to be honest. I'm now being strapped into a baby harness whilst the train is moving. Slowly, we get onto the track and I am thrashed around from start to finish. My knees are banging. My thighs are burning due to being twisted the wrong way. My body is thrashing around in an uncontrolled state. I'm surviving, but this is hell. On the plus side, there was no headbanging. The thrashing was supported by lots of cushioning, but this was the most ridiculous body form I've ever had on a coaster. I am not keen to try this again. Despite the success of RMC, this one is a fail. Yep, total failure. The layout is beautiful to look at, but horrific to ride. I honestly would not recommend this to anyone, even those who like rough rides. I love rough rides. I enjoy Odyssey, Infusion, Hero, but YOY is trash. I don't want to overstep the mark, so I am going to move on to Minifigure Speedway. Legoland have got this ride spot on. Situated on the side of a hill, this Zero dueling coaster has some amazing views, inside and out. This coaster also uses two striking colours, but this time it's red and blue. These colours are maintained throughout the queue line too. During your wait, there are many graphics and Lego figurines to view. There is a giant figurine dressed as a race driver. It stands next to an amazing graphic head chopper. There are no inversions here, but it goes backwards and forwards. The track trains can reach 35 miles an hour, and it certainly feels like you have some force. But it doesn't go past mild family thrill. It's not for the thrill seekers, but it's certainly a coaster credit that I enjoyed and will enjoy again. It's pretty much a boomerang coaster, but the common Vekoma boomerang has inversions. This is a family boomerang. It's quite clear that Minifigure Speedway doesn't have much contest from YOY. So hands down, I declare Minifigure Speedway the winner.
He was another passerby. Something about him wasn't right. Don't wait for fate this time. You got to keep on moving, don't you know? You got to keep on moving, don't you know? Why don't you know? Why don't you know? You got to keep on moving, don't you know? Why don't you know? Why don't you know? Don't you know? Something about him wasn't right. Don't wait for fate this time. You got to keep on moving, don't you know? You got to keep on moving, don't you know? Why don't you know? Why don't you know? You got to keep on moving, don't you know?